Dropping the green flag on racing and motorsports coverage. It's Revved Up ATX. Brought to you by AMM Collision on the Horn, where Austin talks racing.
Our coverage continues. It is NASCAR week in Austin, Texas. It still seems so weird to say that, but it is race week in Austin. You've got the Cup Series, you've got the trucks, you've got Xfinity, and we're talking to so many different drivers and folks involved in this. And these are the really cool ones for me because in all my years of racing and being involved in racing around Texas, I have so many drivers that are friends or whatever that escalate and get to race in these races. And I call them my guys, and this is one of my guys on the line. It's Austin's own, Austin Wayne Self. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. But you're exactly right. You know, I'm shocked too that I'm here in Austin, less than a week out from the inaugural event at Circuit Americas with NASCAR, and it's exciting and it's pretty cool. I mean, you got a couple of us that grew up at racing at Central Texas Speedway in College, Texas, and you know, I think at least four of us I think are going to be doing this race. So, you know, I know for me it was always a dream to go NASCAR racing. You know, being a proud Texan, that was one thing as well. And I never would have dreamed that I'd be you know, have a race here, you know, a local race here on a national stage. You know, I was always really excited to show up in Fort Worth, and as much as I love that racetrack, hard for me to say this might be my favorite racetrack. I haven't raced yet, but it's hard to beat that home track. So
man, so how weird is it for you where you've been looking at this calendar, you know, going on and on and on, and here you are. We come up to the weekend and it's like Austin, Austin. It's in Austin. I mean, have you been counting the weeks, you know, to get to this week?
Yeah, we've been talking about it since they announced it. I guess it was sometime in the summer last year, and you know, I talked about it before that. I said, man, we need to get NASCAR to Austin, and you know, it's such a beautiful racetrack. It really is a really special place. I mean, it is the nicest road course and facilities, definitely in the United States, maybe in North America. So to have that in Austin was really cool. And yeah, it's weird. It's weird to hear everyone saying my name. I got to step out loud. Yeah, they're not talking about me. They're talking about NASCAR in Austin. So, you know, for me, it's super exciting, and team's overwhelming. They keep asking me what they need to eat, and yeah. And they're only going to be here for 2 days, so I don't know what to tell them.
Yeah, they better eat a lot because there's a lot of that good stuff and a lot of places to check out. So let's talk about you. Obviously we get to see you racing. You know, we keep up with you. I mean, those of us that know the circuit and everything. But you, I mean, you're married. I mean, it's your life has changed tremendously since maybe a lot of people saw you last out here at CTS.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I mean, man, I guess it was 10 years ago. I wasn't even driving. I didn't even have a driver's license, I think, when I met you and everybody else down there. And my mom used to have to pick me up from school and drive me out to Kyle. So, yeah, it's you know, it's been quite the journey from those Saturday nights in Kyle, Texas to now we're traveling all over running in NASCAR. Yeah, I got married. It worked out. It's a great deal. I'm really happy. She's very accustomed to the racing world and racing life, and she's just happy to be at the racetrack. There's sometimes where you know, I've been getting into dirt racing as well as running some dirt modified stuff, and you know, somebody asked us to go out or do something, and she'd rather be at the dirt track or any racetrack. So for me, that's special. But you know, and at the same time with NASCAR, this is what, my 5th or 6th year, and NASCAR is such a competitive area in racing. You know, it's such a high level of racing that it's taken a long time to put everything together. You know, I finally feel like I have a group of guys. I think they're a championship team. We might have a little bit of a smaller budget than Kyle Busch Motorsports or GMS. But I feel that we have the most important component, and that's a team that works really well together, and is always looking for something to make the team a little bit better. And this year's been pretty cool. I mean, we're sitting here talking about some places where we're really feeling confident we can put ourselves in position to maybe get a win, and here we are, 6-7 races in, and we're still talking about the playoffs. We're still working on and trying to get stage points for a playoff berth. So right now we've had a few races where we struggled a little bit, but we feel we definitely belong in the position we're in where we're talking about the playoffs. So that's really exciting for me this season. And like I said, I gotta keep bringing back Austin, Texas, and what a special time for me. I feel prepared now. Finally getting that home race, but I feel prepared now. I feel like we're ready to go out there and have a really great race. And I'd really like to have that trophy. I'm assuming it's got my name on it already.
Yeah. Then it'd be on there twice, my man.
Right.
It'd be on there twice. Austin Wade, self-driver of the AM Racing Chevrolet Silverado in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. So what should we expect? I mean, you guys. I mean, I guess you guys don't know either. I mean, these big, tall trucks that could punch a big hole in the air. This track has a long, fast back straightaway and lots of turns, and you go up the hill into Big Red. Any idea what to expect once you jump in that Silverado?
Yeah, and it's the past 2 years have been kind of crazy. It's kind of add to it because most racetracks we're going to, we don't practice or qualify. We just go out there and race, and that's the way it was last time we were on a road course in Daytona, and we don't get to test. I know a few rookies, they get a little bit of testing, some rookie tests, but for us it's just preparation in the race shop to get the truck where we think we need it for the racetrack, and there's no data right. From past races at this racetrack, and it's such a unique place. It's a big track. It's 3.5 mile place, and it was built for Formula One cars, so I actually got to this past weekend. I came down a little early, and I got to drive a Porsche around the place for a couple of days. So me and Logan, of course, Logan Bearden.
Yep.
Me and him were out there. It's like old times. We're following each other around the track, and even though the Porsches aren't quite like a stock car, I feel like we learned quite a bit. And there was 3 things, right? These, a lot of people think that NASCAR struggle around the racetrack, a road course, but nowadays, man, these things, we build purpose-built road course trucks, and these things can get around a road course. I mean, they're quick. We got pretty decent brakes on them. They're really, really good for a lap, and then they bust down to about 80%, braking. So that's one thing. But I think for me, going into the race, and nobody's going to know, and we are going to be the first ones to figure it out. But the racetrack's so wide because of the runoff that they put in for Formula One cars. I'm expecting to be about 5 wide somewhere along the way.
Wow.
Entering turn 1. I don't know where it shakes out. We've sat around talking about where, which lane you want to be on the restart, where you want to be going into 2 and 3. And I don't know. The S's are a pretty interesting factor, especially so early in the racetrack. I'm as excited to see what's going to happen than probably everybody else, but I'm definitely expecting some 5 wide action.
Yeah. And you guys in the trucks, I mean, I say the mother truckers, you guys might lean on each other a little bit. So I think I said this the other day to Spencer Boyd. I think y'all probably will be the best race of the weekend. But anyway, we'll let that shake itself out. Lastly, so let me ask you, I mean, I'm planning to talk to all the Texas guys. You're the first one. Obviously, you've got Roper, but how neat is it for, like, I mean, you, Logan, Bearden, and Bailey Curry, you guys, I mean, you've been racing together from the get-go. How cool is it for all of you to get to come home? You're all racing together. That's just badass. Only way to say it.
It really is badass, man. And I knew from the start, you know, when Bailey was coming in and getting his toes wet in the NASCAR Truck Series, and even now he's doing some Xfinity stuff. For me, honestly, you know, I'm really excited for those guys. You know, for me, I like to see Texas succeed, and these guys from Texas and even the Central Texas area. It's really exciting for me. I really like to see these guys do well and succeed, and you know, it's weird. You know, I see Roper just about every weekend, and he's such a great guy to hang around and talk to, and you know, we're always kind of you know, we went to Richmond. I was telling him it's kind of like Kyle, you know.
Yeah.
So we can kind of bounce things off back and forth on each other, and you know, to me, it's just really cool to see these local guys in Texas, you know, be able to have a shot at the big stage. And of course, Logan Bearden, another kid I grew up with him. I've known him since we raced go-karts together, and of course, he raced modifieds and late models, not only Kyle, but he's starting to do some late model stuff all around the country. And
yep.
To me, I think that's awesome. So you know, I really hope those guys have a good race here in Austin, but I'm still kind of hoping that it's all behind me.
Oh, yeah.
I know they're thinking the same thing, but yeah, man, it's really cool. It's really cool to see the Texas guys have success in on the NASCAR stage.
Yeah, I love it. You guys are all coming in with good equipment. That's even better. So for you, one more. Any opportunities for folks? I don't know if you know your PR schedule being out and about, or are there going to be any of those opportunities during the week? I know it's been tough with COVID-19 and so forth.
Yeah, you know, and that was kind of the little bit of blowback, you know, as far as you know, I decided to stay out here for the week. I have an open schedule here. You know, a lot of stuff right now is talking on the phone and radio stuff, but you know, I'm gonna try to see maybe a couple of the guys with Go Texan, and yeah, but you know how it is. I'm telling you, I haven't been in town, especially with everything, you know, COVID and everything going on. I haven't been in town in about 3 years. It's been since 2018, so I can't tell you how many people I'm trying to fit in and try to see before I get out of here. And you know, I guess the other part that's really cool though is with everything opening back up, you know, fans, you know, people actually getting to sit in the stands now.
For sure.
I was at least able to get most. I'd say a lot of people in the stands. So as far as this week, you know, I'm open. If anybody wants to talk, you know, I'm wanting to talk, especially in the Austin area.
I love it, man. Super cool. Super good. Man, I'm excited about this. I'm excited to see you guys, most importantly. I'm going to come find you, brother. I'm going to come find you. Good luck, dude. Happy to have you back.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Hopefully I'm like I said, I'm one of what, 4?
Yes, sir.
4 guys, so that's pretty good odds for you to put some money on the Texas guys.
That's right, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Austin Wayne, self-driver of the AM Racing Chevrolet Silverado. You will see him Saturday in the trucks. Austin, appreciate the time, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You got it. Take care. More COTA coverage coming up during the week. This is Revved ATX on the Horn. We're live, local, digital, streaming on the Horn app and at hornfm.com.